Hello friends, welcome to my channel Growing Up With You. Today we are going to do a very simple project on body parts. So this is how I have made this project of body parts. This can be done as a activity at home with your kids, or it can also be used for a show and tell activity in the schools. Because what happens is, when a body parts activity is asked in the school, what we do is we'll end up taking the images from the net and then we send it with the kids. But by doing these activities, these type of activities at home, a child is involved in it. So a child is more excited to show these type of activities to his teachers and to his friends. Also, I have used these velcro dots for making these activities so that a child can build up the image all by himself, and then he becomes pretty more confident about the subject. So guys, do watch this video till end, because I have shared some tips about making this project, because what difficulties I faced while making this project, you should not face the same. And now, without any further delay, let's get started. So guys, for today's project we will be using a cutter, glue, pair of scissors. These are called the googly eyes or googly moving eyes. They come in different shapes and sizes, like this is the circle and the oval I have, and in that also there is small size and big size, depending how big or small your project is. If you don't want to use this, you can just cut out a circle out of the white paper and then draw this black color circle inside. That is also going to do. Okay, then one marker pen. This is black color wool. If you don't have black color wool, take a black color paper. Then we are going to use these velcro dots, also called hook and loop dots, and we are going to need one cardboard. Okay, I have put white paper on it because I had used this cardboard for some previous project, and so painting it and using it, it was not looking that good, so I had to wrap it up in white paper, and I'm going to use this. Also some paint. If your child is comfortable using the crayons, then you can ask your child to take the crayon and color the picture. Now this is the picture which we are going to use. It looks quite scary, yes, but once we do the project, let's see, it won't look that scary. So I'm providing the link of this drawing in the description box below, so you can download the image from there and take a printout and do your project. So now first thing is, we are going to color this picture. Either ask your child to color it, because anyways, even if it goes outside, we are going to cut it out, so it is not going to matter so much. So ask your child to color it or you color it. Now after painting this, now what we are going to do is, with the help of a cutter, we are going to cut the eyelids. You are only going to cut half the circle. Here, now after I have cut the eyelids, what we are going to do next is, we are going to take the wool and we are going to cut 1 centimeter pieces. So here it is, I have already cut them, and these we are going to use it as the eyelashes. If you don't have the wool, take a black paper, cut into thin strips, and then you can use those as the eyelashes. If that is also not the option, then you can use a black thread, and that you can use it. Only the thing is, cut all the lashes same size. I have cut them around 1 centimeter size. Now let's stick them to our eyelids. Okay, so here it is dried very nicely, and I have just curled it above the eyelids. Now you will also ask, what about the eyelashes on the lower lids? So there, we are going to use the marker pen and just 2 to 3 will be enough. So these are the eyelashes of the lower lid. I think this much is enough. Now what we will do is, before pasting this, I'm going to draw this half circle and see. That's my daughter. One second. So now before pasting this, I'm going to draw a circle over here, and then I'm going to paste these two eyes. That's my daughter, please don't mind. She is going to help me for this project today. So she's right besides me right now. Sorry, we will paste these eyes and then we are going to paste the whole picture once it is dried completely, and then we can cut it out. So now here it is. I have cut out all the parts. Okay, so now here I have also cut out the neck part. Okay, so if you find that the neck is a bit shorter, that it won't be your child won't be able to handle it, like hold it properly, then you can go around 3 to 4 millimeters more, so that they can hold it nicely. So here the parts are ready. And now what we will do with the head is, as I had told, I had this wool and I have cut them in very small pieces. So what we will do, we'll put this wool, we'll stick this wool on the head. You can color it also. If you don't have the wool, you can color it black. It's up to you. Now with the help of these velcro dots, I'm going to stick it onto this cardboard. Now let's label it. So here it is, guys. I have put the velcro, okay, and then I have put all the parts together, and our project looks like this. I have also mentioned the names of each part. One thing I wanted to tell you is that regarding this hands and legs, now if a child is small, then you can just say, okay, this is the hand and this is the leg. But older child, that time you can tell him that this is a thigh, the portion which is above the knee joint, then below the knee it is the leg, and then comes our foot. In that case, you can cut it into 3 parts, okay, so that the child can say this is the thigh, this is our leg, and this is the foot. The same thing goes with the hand. If the child is young, then I think keep only the hand. If he's a little bigger, then you can cut it into 3 parts: arm, forearm, and hands, and the child can say these are the fingers. Now I have cut out a rectangle over here. It is around 2.5 and 1.5 measurement. I have given it a skin color, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this over his mouth like this. If you want to do it, you can leave it, but you know, it adds some more excitement that this is the mouth, and ask your friend to open his mouth, and then the friend opens his mouth like this, and then you can see what is there in the mouth. So this is optional. If you want to put it, you can put it, but I have used this because this adds more excitement to the project and to the learning. Now you all will say that instead of making these eyelids, I would have just made the eyelids, colored it, and then and then just labeled it. But you know, the motive behind making these eyelids are, we can tell the child that when we close the eyelid like this, what is the purpose of the eyelids? That when we close it, no dust enters our eyes. when there's a bright sunlight or bright light falls onto our eyes, we don't stare at it, but we immediately close our eyes. Why we close our eyes? Because we don't want that light to harm our delicate eyes. So this is the purpose of the eyelid. And when you do these small things, these small changes, they are more excited towards learning something new. And so this being a simple topic of body parts, I have taken it so that it can be made more interesting for the school projects. So here it is, our activity is ready. So now how a child says this. What I will recommend is whenever you when you send it with your kid, do remove all the parts and keep, so that a child will able to form the image. Also, I want to share some tips with you, the problems which I faced while making this. The number one is always, if you are taking the image from the net, just see the size of the googly eyes with you. And if it is not there, you can always cut out from the paper. I told previously also. And always mark them first, stick them first, and then stick the whole picture. This is the first thing. Second thing, most of the images on the net, they don't show the neck. So if you want to show the neck into your project, do look out for those images. Third thing is, while pasting the eyelashes, I'll say it becomes quite tricky when you have to paste the small eyelashes onto the lids. So cut it big, first paste it, let it dry, and then you can cut it out. Also, when we paste the picture on the cardboard, let it completely dry and then you cut out. Because if it is not completely dry, the paper crumbles at some part and the finishing doesn't look that good. And the last one is, since we are using the permanent marker over here, so kids are also excited to use that, and they mostly use at the places where we don't want them to use. So don't panic, you can use the aftershave lotion, it comes out completely. So guys, do let me know how you found this project. Do comment in the comment box below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more such educational videos. Till then, this is Amrapali signing off. Happy growing up with your loved ones.